This video excludes gas stations, grocery stores, and similar businesses that require strangers entering and exiting the premises. Think about your home security versus your office or building security. Do you allow people to walk up to the front door of your home, turn the knob, and just walk in? My name is Nina, and I'm about to get in your business. This is the second of a two-part video series on how to reduce the chances of workplace violence happening at your company. If you have not watched part one of this series, I encourage you to stop and watch part one before watching this video. This video discusses security and how improvements in this area may reduce the chances of a non-employee workplace violence situation happening at your office. This series is not meant to hold all the answers regarding workplace violence and methods to prevent it. The goal of this video is to start the conversation with business owners and encourage business owners to create and design workplace violence protocol and procedures unique to your company. I'm going to repeat my earlier question. Do you allow people to walk up to your front door, turn the knob, and walk into your home? Many of us have the Ring doorbell with security cameras around the perimeters of our homes. We have signs warning against solicitation. We have guard dogs that act as alarms should someone get too close to the house. If you don't allow strangers to walk up to the front door of your home, turn the knob, and just walk in, why do you allow this at your office? And again, this excludes grocery stores, gas stations, and similar businesses. Just as you would not do in your private home, please do not allow just anyone to enter your company. There are a number of office buzz-in locks and receptionist buttons that can be installed to allow you and your employees to control who enters your office. Train and certify key employees that are approved to allow visitors access to the office, screen visitors, and ensure compliance with your established visitor protocol. Limit the number of visitors that are allowed to enter your office. This includes family and friends of employees as well as vendors and non-essential individuals. Create company protocol for any visitor entering your facility. I highly recommend visitors who enter your facility be required to do the following at your main entrance. Show valid government identification. This information should be documented into a permanent record. Clearly state whom the visitor is there to see. State the purpose of their visit. What time did the visitor arrive? Provide some kind of temporary badge that is worn by the visitor so other employees are aware that this person is authorized to be at your work site. No visitor should walk around your office unescorted at any time. Invest the money needed to identify all employees with name and photo identification badges and barcode scan swipe machines to open doors. Limit access to certain areas of your company as needed. For example, does an employee who regularly works outside need access to the bookkeeping or HR area? Regularly inform your employees that they are allowed to ask non-escorted individuals questions as to whom are they there to see or why are they there. Discourage or limit the number of visitors an employee can have at the office. If your company allows visits from spouses and friends, request that they meet employees in the non-secure areas of your office or building. I can't count the number of times when I've had to go to a client's office and literally give an employee permission to ask people who obviously were not employees why were they there walking around the company unescorted. Once your visitor policies and protocol are established, be sure to enforce it. Train your employees so they know what to do if they spot a non-authorized person in your office. Take a look around your office and for a moment, evaluate the number of exits. After that, think about how employees will be able to exit quickly should the primary exit be blocked. If you can't immediately envision how your employees can quickly escape your office, I recommend creating additional exits. I advise business owners and those who lease office space to discuss creating additional exits with building management. Just like the airplane card in the seat pocket in front of you, create a floor plan of your office and show employees how they would exit the office building should there ever be a workplace violence or other emergency situation. Keep the diagram simple by showing a basic layout of walls and doors only. Be sure the diagram is large enough to be clearly seen. Color code items so that it's easy to understand. Question: do you have disabled employees? How would you communicate with a deaf employee, for example, that there is an emergency situation and immediate evacuation is required? If there were a workplace violence situation, how would a mobility impaired employee evacuate the area? Significant challenges can be reduced if proper planning and practice drills are performed regularly. Should your employees need to immediately evacuate your company, where would you all meet up immediately afterwards? How will you know who safely evacuated? Has your company designated an emergency coordinator who will communicate with employees? Do you have a system in place where employees can check in with you to declare they are safe? Who will be the spokesperson for your company should the media want to ask questions about the incident? All of these questions and a lot more should be carefully answered and those responses conveyed to your employees. Unfortunately, litigation typically follows a workplace violence incident. Is your company protected against a workplace violence situation? A combination of these lawsuits can bankrupt the strongest of small businesses. I recommend discussing workplace violence insurance coverage with your insurance agent, as well as understanding how that coverage works. Business owners have a legal and moral responsibility to have emergency planning in place at your company. The statistics on workplace violence are sobering, and they only get worse over time. Clear, concise planning will start when business owners stop saying, "It can't happen in my company." This two-part video series on workplace violence is not meant to be all-inclusive. Use the information in this video as a starting point to begin creating your company's customized workplace violence protocol and procedures. Prepare for a workplace emergency before it happens. I'm going to leave you with a few statistics from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.